The KwaZulu-Natal Department of Health has joined forces with the Denis Hurley Centre in Durban to vaccinate undocumented foreign nationals and homeless people. The centre's director, Raymond Perrier, said the department recognised the vaccination program had to be inclusive and whether people had documents or not should not be a factor for vaccination. Raymond Perrier is the director of the Denis Hurley Centre, now joins me live. A very good evening to you, Mr. Hurley. Thanks indeed for your time. So talk to us about the importance of this decision or inclusion.
Well, I think we've all realised with COVID that the health of one of us is dependent on the health of the wider community. None of us can live in a bubble. And it's clear with the vaccine program, that means not just one person being vaccinated, but as many people in the country being vaccinated as possible. So people shouldn't be excluded from the vaccination just because they're undocumented, whether they're South Africans or foreign nationals. And I'm delighted that the National Department of Health has been working with the Denis Hurley Centre and other organisations to make sure that vaccines are available to everybody, that protects those individuals, but that actually protects wider society as well.
This is quite a significant move. When will this, if at all, include other provinces, or is that part of the conversation that you had with the department?
No, it definitely will include other provinces. So Dr. Nicholas Crisp, who's the Acting Director General of the Department of Health, is following through on the President's commitment that everyone who resides within the borders of South Africa should have free access to a COVID vaccine. At the moment, they're doing a pilot program with the Denis Hurley Centre in Durban and with the University of Pretoria in Tshwane. And the results of that pilot program have been really positive. So they'll soon be rolling it out across the country in any area where there are significant numbers of either South Africans or foreign nationals without documents.
Hasn't there been a challenge, though, that perhaps some undocumented foreign nationals would not want authorities to have access to their details? Have you experienced such challenges?
Absolutely. And that's why it's important that the Department of Health is working with organisations who are already on the ground and already have the trust and the confidence of these communities. So many homeless people and foreign nationals are, for good reason, anxious. They're should we say, suspicious of any kind of government authority. And if the Department of Health turned up on their own, I suspect there would be much less take-up. But because they're working with an organisation like the Denis Hurley Centre in Durban, which has been building its reputation with those communities by providing primary health care for the last 7 years, then those communities know us and they trust us. So when we say to them, yes, your name is going to be taken, your date of birth, but that information is not being shared with other government departments, is in no way putting you at risk, is in no way putting you in jeopardy, they trust us, and that's why they're coming forwards.
Raymond Perrier, Director of the Denis Hurley Centre, thank you very much indeed for joining us here on the programme.